Hey beautiful people of the world, thank you so much for joining me here on Lumia today. My name is Claire Summer, it is lovely to see you. I want to thank my Lumies, my amazing subscribers all over the world. Thank you so much for being part of this family. I'm just really grateful that this community is growing, and it's just a really beautiful high vibe tribe. All right, okay, so today's pick a card reading is really special because we are looking at signs that your manifestation is coming in. So what is it that you have been trying to manifest? Maybe you want to let me know in the comments. Maybe it's a car, maybe it's a particular job or career, maybe it's a specific person or your soulmate, whatever it is. So we're looking at signs that you're on the right path, that it's about to show up in your life, okay? And that spirit is supporting you in making that dream a reality for you. All right, so these signs that we're looking at today in our pick a card reading, maybe something that resonates with you already, something that you consider to be a sign in your own life that is close to your heart. All right, or just whatever comes out in this reading. If it shows up for you over the next lunar month, then you can take that symbol or sign as a sign for you that you are on the right path towards your manifestation. All right, so for me personally, owls represent a sign from spirit that I'm on the right path, or that I'm being supported in my journey. So that's what is close for me and what resonates with me. So you may have something specific. A friend of mine, I was telling her about this, and about the owl thing, and she was just like, I don't believe in this, I think it's nonsense. And she said, oh, all right then, I'll pick a spirit animal. I'll pick unicorns. So when I see a unicorn, I'll know that spirit is, guiding me in the right direction. I was like, okay. And we just had a laugh about it. I wasn't up for, trying to persuade her in any way. So we had a laugh about that. Anyway, the next day she gets in touch with me with a picture. She had gone to drop her daughter off at the dentist's very early in the morning. She was sitting in a cafe, and opposite the cafe there was a shop who was just opening up, and they lifted up the metal shutters of this shop that they'd had closed for the night. They were lifting it up, and as they lifted it up, they revealed a life-size unicorn. Right? Let's just assume that unicorns are horse size. And there was just a massive unicorn in this shop window, and she took a picture of it, sent it to me, and she couldn't believe it, and she's just like, okay, I understand now. And now unicorns are being her spirit animal, so whenever she sees an image of a unicorn, she knows that spirit is with her. So yeah, it's quite exciting. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that story with you. But we have 4 groups today in this beautiful pick a card reading. I'll insert an overhead shot both with crystals and without crystals, so you can make your selection in whatever way resonates with you the most. We have group 1, group 2, group 3 and group 4. Group 1 is the celestite, group 2 is the labradorite, group 3 is the amethyst slice, and group 4 is the raw rose quartz crystal. All right, you can take a moment to pause the video if you need a little bit more time. I always ask that you choose from your intuition as to which of the 4 groups will resonate with you the most in your situation. But I'm really looking forward to doing this reading with you. Make your selection. Timestamps are in the description box, and I will see you in a moment. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. Everyone who picked group number 1, this is the reading for everybody who picked the beautiful, look at that, how sparkling celestite crystal cluster. It is very beautiful and lovely calming energy from this crystal. All right, I'm going to take a look at your cards. It's just oracle cards today that we're using, and see what signs we have from the universe that your manifestation is on the way for you. So, okay, opening your reading with this card Super Moon from the Moonology deck. All my decks are linked in the description box. Sacral Chakra. We have an Angel of Balance from the Energy Oracle deck. The Spirit Animal Vulture. The card Higher Perspective. Serendipity, Enjoyment from the Wild Offering Oracle deck, and this beautiful card which says, my outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. All right, Okay, this is amazing. So a supermoon may be significant to you. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you are watching this reading, then if there is a supermoon within the lunar month, then you know, you can take that as a sign from spirit that your manifestation is on the way, and this is going to be like a powerful instigator for you of your manifestation. So it says emotions are running high. So I sense that there is a lot of intensity, a lot of intense energy around whatever it is that you are trying to manifest, all right? So I'm picking up on that. We have the card Sacral Chakra. So the color orange may be significant to you. In your situation, this could be a sign for you. The sacral chakra is often about our emotions. Again, that emphasis on you know, how much emotion you're putting into this. I feel like it's really important to you. It's about your creativity as well. So, you know, if this is something you're manifesting, which is to do with, you're trying to manifest it in a creative way, or it's to do with a creative project or your own expression of creativity in any way, you know, that you're expressing your own essence, then this is really indicated here as well with the sacral chakra. Energy. It can also be a sign that to help with your manifestation, you may need to work on a block from your sacral chakra. So you may want to bring your chakras into alignment. You may want to meditate a little bit on your sacral chakra. Imagine that beautiful orange color and imagine that chakra opening, blossoming, opening, and then spinning and being healthy. And something like that can only take 5 minutes. It doesn't need to take a long time, but that's just a little message from spirit for you, all right? It's quite interesting. We have the card Serendipity here for you. Sorry, these cards are super shiny. Look at that. Now this has got an image of a beautiful fairy on it. If I can get it so it's not shining. And a 4-leaf clover. So there's a lot of green on here. So I feel like Irish things or Ireland are significant and maybe a sign for you, but also the 4-leaf clover will be significant to you as well. And it has the card Serendipity. So I feel like with your manifestation, when you let go a little bit, things are going to come into right alignment for you, and there's going to be a little serendipitous moment, a little bit of being in the right place at the right time. So spirit is really saying you don't need to control all of this. All you need to do is be very clear about your intention, right? So when we have wishy-washy ideas about what we want, we get wishy-washy results. So it's about being in that, in the tarot, it's like the Ace of Wands energy, just being really clear about what it is that you want, you know, that you're passionate about, that you've got that emotion that we were talking about behind it, being really clear, and then just letting the universe help you out, because there's going to be, you know, you're going to be getting into right alignment, and then things are going to work out for you in a really miraculous way. All right. Okay, we have this card Enjoyment as well, which also has clover. This card, it's got clover leaves and clover flowers all over it. So that is definitely a sign for you. It's quite an unusual sign, but definitely a sign that your manifestation is coming. Now, I just need to sip my water. It says striving and pushing makes life into endless hard work. Invite love to take over. The more you enjoy it, this process, the easier it is for you to be able to manifest this into your life. All right. So I feel like with these intense emotions that we've been talking about, that maybe you've just got a little bit too bound up. Maybe this is resonating with you, just like maybe you feel like you have to control everything, or you have to control the bridge of events that makes this happen. You don't need to know how this is going to happen. All you need to do is set your intention and imagine it and know that it is true for you now. But the more you enjoy the process, right, this enjoyment card, the more you follow your bliss of what feels good towards your desire, the easier it is going to be for you to manifest. And this is your message today from Spirit, okay? So Always be checking in, just like, does this feel good? You know, if it feels gritty, if it feels hard work, if it feels like you're pushing a rock uphill, Spirit's really saying this doesn't have to be hard work. This can be effortlessly drawn to you. That's why it's called the law of attraction. It's like being magnetic to what it is that you want. So you don't need to go out there and hustle. It doesn't mean that you don't need to take action, but you don't need to push. You don't need to try hard. When you change your own inner frequency, then what you want comes to you. And that is what I'm hearing today as well for you. So a little message from Spirit about not pushing too hard and not trying to control everything, just following what feels good, going with the flow, and everything is going to work out for you exactly as you desire. And that's how your manifestation is going to come about. All right, so what should I do next? We've got this animal spirit called vulture. This is really interesting. So vultures may be a sign for you from Spirit that your manifestation is coming. It's interesting because this card is really about bringing balance, okay? Because vultures really kind of bring balance and health to their environment. And that's how they work. They're often quite misunderstood. So it's about bringing balance. And then you've got the beautiful angel of balance. There you go. In your reading as well. So I feel this is very significant for you. So I feel like Spirit is really saying that perhaps things have got a little bit out of balance. So maybe there is that out of balance energy of trying to control everything, or trying to manage all the steps on the journey towards what it is that you desire. So again, Spirit is saying you can let go a little bit and get back into balance by going towards what feels good to you. Maybe you need to take a little bit of time out. Maybe you need to kind of let it go a little bit in order for your manifestation to come in. All right. So on this card, we've got angelic imagery. We've got image of like an old-fashioned perfume bottle as well. So that may be a sign for you. Again, very specific. We've got the waxing moon, waxing crescent moon. That may be specific to your situation. That may resonate. And we have the Egyptian pyramids as well. So any sort of pyramid, anything to do with Egypt, anything to do with ancient Egypt or pyramids or pyramid shapes, that is going to be a sign for you from Spirit that your manifestation is coming in for you. All right. Also scales. There's such a strong image of balance in your reading with this vulture card and this angel of balance. So I'm feeling that any sort of image of scales, old-fashioned scales, you know, where you balance one side to the other, is going to be a sign for you. All right. So this is a card of 48, which is interesting, which breaks down to a 12, which breaks down to a 3. So those numbers may be significant to you in your situation. And this card is an 18, which breaks down to a 9. So both of those numbers may be significant to you as well. Now again, we have the bird of prey image on this card, higher perspective. So I'm just feeling like, again, we've got a crescent moon. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of different messages all at the same time. We've got the crescent moon image echoed again, and there's also a crescent moon on this sacral chakra card that we looked at earlier, so that's definitely a sign for you. We've got mountains, you know, on a mountain range as a symbol on this card. Crescent moon, we've got evergreen trees, which, you know, and then the image of this is the tree above the ground, but also the roots, like pulling it down into the root, anchoring it. Okay, so you don't want to spend like too much time in the 5D trying to make your manifestation happen. I feel like you want to be anchored in the 3D to kind of make this dream a reality for you. So there is that element of kind of changing your frequency and you know, doing a vision board or whatever it is that you're trying to bring about your manifestation, but also ground that in the 3D world. You know, we are Spirit's having a human experience. We are here in the 3D world to experience 3D things. Doesn't mean that you have to work hard or it has to be hard in the 3D world, but just remember to ground yourself if you're feeling like you're getting away. But we have these beautiful wings, this winged imagery of a bird of prey, an eagle, a hawk, something like this. So again, you know, we have the vulture. So I think birds of prey in general, especially if you see one, you know, in real life, that is definitely, whenever you see one, that's going to be a sign that your manifestation is coming. Feels very powerful. And we have this card, higher perspective. So I just feel, you know, these birds of prey, they get up very, very high in the sky, don't they? So I feel like if you get up high somewhere, maybe you're in an aeroplane, maybe you just hike up to like a higher place, so that you get to see that bigger picture, that view. I feel that's going to be quite beneficial for you. It's going to give you some insights, but also I just feel like spiritually you're getting that higher perspective. You're going to be getting spiritual downloads which give you a broader view, greater understanding, so you know which direction to go in, and Spirit is going to help you to get that higher perspective. All right, and then we have the card, my outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition, and that is represented here as well. When we were talking about the tree and the roots, it's like as above, so below. And then we've got this card saying, my outer experiences reflect my internal condition. Like we were talking about, manifestation isn't about hustling. It isn't about really, really wanting something. It's just about your own frequency. So what can you do to raise your vibration? Because when we manifest something, essentially we've just come into alignment with it. And it feels completely natural. It's a natural process. Remember, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, it is natural. Manifestation is a natural process. So just be aware of that. You know, if you've been feeling really like stressed or intense, or there's like a neediness behind it, like, oh, I've got to have this, otherwise I'm not going to be okay. You can get back into balance, right? And be in that energy of the, like, I'm good either way. If I get it, I'm good. If I don't get it, I'm good. I just know that good things are coming to me. Whatever the future holds, I know that it's something good. And when you're in that mindset, you won't be able to help but be magnetic to whatever it is that you desire. All right? So I see that here. I've just got my little bowl of letters, letter tiles. So I'm going to pick some letters for you. I'm going to try not to spell out S-E-X like I did last time, because I'm trying to keep it PG-13. So we have the letter R. We have another R. All right, so that is very significant to you. We have an L. Oh my goodness. Another R. And I'm just going to pick one more. And an O. All right. So yes, R, very significant. L, O. Okay, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. It has been my honor to read your cards. As always, it's been super interesting, you know, some beautiful advice from Spirit and some signs as well coming in for you. So look out for those signs over the next lunar month. And just know that that is Spirit supporting you in you becoming magnetic to your desires. All right. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful collection of guided meditations and affirmations to help to raise your vibration. Got loads of amazing stuff on there, you know, healing your chakras and being magnetic to miracles. Lots of ones about manifestation. But they just help you dissolve your blocks. People have been getting amazing results with those and writing to me with their stories and their positive changes that they've seen in their lives. So I've written them all personally, I've written them from the heart. So if that resonates with you, do check that out. They're all linked in the description box and you can find out more about me on my website. But have an amazing week. I'm sending you lots of love and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. Everyone who picked group number 2, this is for everybody who picked the beautiful labradorite gemstone with this lovely flash of green and blue in it. It's so amazing. All right, so let's take a look at your cards. They're all oracle cards today that we're doing in your reading. So we're going to be looking at signs that your manifestation is on the way. I'm so excited about doing this reading. I resonate with these readings so much. Okay, we have the card Luck is on Your Side from the Moonology deck. All my decks are linked in the description box. If you ever see any you like, because I always get questions. We've got the card Be You. Oh, there's a really loud aircraft going over. I'm sorry if you can hear that. We have the card Walking Away. The Animal Spirit card Cosmic Egg. The Seeker. The card Truth Be Told. This beautiful card, I can't remember which deck this is from, but it says, true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Very interesting. And we have the card Intention. All right, so let's talk about this. Now, there are some very specific signs in this reading, okay? So they may not be that common, but when you see them, you'll just know. So they may resonate with you already, remember, or it may be something that shows up in your life, because we're looking at a lot of future energies. Just, you know, maybe allow things to unfold. So we have this card Luck is on Your Side. This is a really powerful, positive energy and a powerful message from Spirit that, you know, things are working out, you're in right alignment, you're in the sort of energetic frequency that will allow your manifestation to take place. This is a new moon in Sagittarius. So the new moon is a sign for you in your situation, and also Sagittarius is represented here. So that may be significant to you, or you may have Sagittarius represented in your chart. If you don't know your full birth chart, it's always worth checking it out online. You can get it done for free. Okay, so and then we have the image of a bow and arrow, very specific image. So a very specific sign. So a bow and arrow is a sign for you that your manifestation is on the way. We have this card Be You, which represents a fish. So fish are a sign that your manifestation is on the way. But I'm also just getting an image of like koi carp, you know, those really expensive posh fish that rich people have in their gardens. So that's what I'm seeing here as well. So an image of koi carp. So that may be a way that Spirit shows you that you are in, you know, going in the right direction. You may also be a water sign as well. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio represented here. All right, so it says be you. So Spirit is really saying you can just be yourself. You don't need to pretend to be somebody else. You don't need to wear a mask in order to achieve this manifestation, for you to come into alignment with what it is that you want. It's very important that you come from an energy of being authentic as you go on this journey. All right, so I know that this has been some people find it really easy to be authentic. I think it's sometimes something to do with your own childhood and how much you were allowed to be yourself and were accepted for who you are. But for me, on my own personal journey, I've always struggled with authenticity, you know, and whether or not it's okay to be me. It's something that I'm working on now. So maybe that's something that resonates with you, because this is a message that has come up from Spirit just about in order to manifest, you've got to step more into your authenticity. Okay, what is true for you. Okay, we have this card Walking Away. These cards are super shiny. So this has got a lot of images on here. We've got the image of butterflies, particularly blue butterflies. Cherry blossoms are represented here as well, which is really beautiful. And there's the image of a gate, like an open gate, like wrought iron gate or golden gates. All right, maybe you're in San Francisco. Definitely a sign for you. So beautiful open gate. So if you see some sort of open gate with that kind of detailed metalwork, that is a sign for you. And I love the image of that opening, sort of a door opening for you, a gate opening for you as you go forward. So it's like when you go through those gates, when you go through that doorway, you're entering into kind of new energy, into new territory. All right, now the girl in this image is Indian, Asian Indian, right? And she's wearing a sari. and she's got the, I don't know, I think it's called a bindi mark with the red mark, the red dot on the forehead. So do let me know what that is called. And is that a symbol of being married? I'm not 100% sure. I need to find out more, but it's very beautiful. So Indian culture, saris, any of this may be significant to you. And also she's wearing pink, so pink clothing, or like a pink robe, like a deep pink robe of some description, you know, maybe like a bathrobe or something like this, that or a dress, even a pink dress, that may be significant. You know, and will be a sign for you. So if you see any of that in your day-to-day life, then take it as a sign from spirit that you're going in the right direction. But it's interesting because it says walking away. So what I'm sensing from this is that you may experience or be experiencing some frustration with your manifestation. Like you're just like, well, I'm trying to make this happen, or I want to be this, and it's getting further away from me. Do you see what I mean? So you may be experiencing some frustration, but Spirit is really saying walk by faith and not by sight. All right, so even if it feels like you're getting further away from what it is that you want to manifest, just keep your intention clear in your mind, and don't get caught up in what is happening or what you can see with your 5 senses or experience in the 3D world. It doesn't matter about the 3D world. It only matters about your own inner experience, okay? Imagine what you want, not way out there in the future, but now, centered now in the present moment. Imagine it happening now. Because if we imagine it in the future, it will always be in the future. So embody those feelings of having what it is that you want right now, and then you will come into alignment with it. And it will come in closer for you. We have this beautiful card, the Seeker. You can pick up on that. This has the image of teeth, lots of teeth on it, and you know, wisdom teeth as well. I think teeth in dreams, in dream, you know, dream meanings often mean wisdom as well. So, you know, you may be getting some further information that will help you towards your manifestations. You may need a little bit more information to make that happen. But this card, the Seeker, is very much like the Fool energy in the tarot. I'm hearing the words beginner's mind, if you've heard of that expression of kind of not having any preconceived notions or ideas, and just like having a blank slate. And just kind of letting things unfold, just saying, well, this is my intention. My intention is to go on this journey, and I will see what happens. And I trust that the road will rise to meet me. I trust that I will be supported in this journey, and that only good can come to me. All right? Comment that down below. Only good can come to me. That's one of my favorite affirmations. Only good can come to me, or only good can come my way, is yeah, one of my favorites. So we have this card, Truth Be Told. There we go. This has got lots of imagery on here. It's got the image of a mask, so maybe like some sort of theatrical mask. That is a sign or a symbol for you that you're on the right path. This one in this card is golden, so that is very specific message, but you know, look out for that in your daily life. We have the symbol of hearts, red love hearts, right? And maybe it's significant to you as you go on your journey. Also the beautiful owl represented on this card. So owls are like a spirit animal who are helping you on your journey towards your manifestation at this time. And there's this beautiful open window, so it's very similar to this kind of open gate image. So a beautiful open window with like a blue sky. If you experience like an open window and like a soft breeze coming through it, blue sky outside, that is a sign that Spirit is talking to you. Okay, so that's very powerful imagery on here. This is a card 14, which breaks down to a 5, the number of change. So that may those numbers may be significant to you as well. And this is a card that we were talking about earlier, 27, which breaks down to a 9. So those numbers may be significant to you. So it says truth be told on this card. So again, I just sense, you know, with this mask, there's this emphasis from Spirit on being authentic, of speaking your truth and not being afraid to speak your truth. And this is going to help to raise your vibration and bring you into alignment with what it is that you want. You do not need to be afraid to be yourself. You do not need to hide any part of yourself or make yourself acceptable in some way in order to get acceptance or to be loved or to come into alignment with what it is that you want. Okay, you can truly be yourself. And if you are you know, coming from a good place and you know, wish people well on their journey, then it's all going to come into right alignment for you. All right, I'm just going to have a sip of my tea because I've been doing a lot of talking. All right, so we have this animal spirit card, Cosmic Egg. This is very beautiful. So there's a rainbow imagery on here. So a rainbow may be significant to you. And also the snake. So snakes will be a sign for you from Spirit, and eggs as well is also a symbol. Now we have this circle at the top of this card. This is about things coming full circle. So the beginning and the end are, you know, all contained within this energetic experience. So this is a card of interconnectedness, right? Of you being woven into the fabric of this time-space experience, of you being connected to other people. You know, separation is only an illusion, is what I'm getting from this. This is very similar to the World card in the tarot. It is a card of completion, right? So this is a sign from Spirit that your manifestation will come, you know, that you'll come into right alignment with it, and you know, you'll come into completion and be able to manifest that in your life with grace and with ease. All right. We have the card Intention. Excuse me. Intention is simply allowing the will and the mind to align and move in harmony. May I always focus on the highest. My intention is that all the universe's wishes for me come true. So it's like, thy will be done. So we have the beautiful butterfly image on here, butterflies and stars and little constellations as well. So they are all, and also there are grid lines on here, like that you use for mathematical paper. So any sort of mathematical thing, or architecture, something like this, that's all indicated here. But butterflies are, oh, I think we had butterflies earlier as well, didn't we? That's a sign from Spirit that your manifestation, you know, that it will manifest for you, all right? But intention is key. So we were talking about this in group number 1, that when we get have a wishy-washy idea about what it is that we want, we get wishy-washy results. It's really imperative that you have a clear idea about what it is that you want. Maybe you want to write a mission statement and check in with that mission statement every morning so that you're staying focused on what it is that you want and you don't get distracted from your intention, you know, and what it is that you want to manifest. So the clearer you can be, the easier it is for the universe to bring it to you. It says, true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. So maybe you have some triggers on your journey to do with manifesting this situation that are bringing you out of alignment, or that Spirit is really highlighting and saying, look, you need to maybe address these, maybe work, you know, process these emotions, or recognize that something is a trigger so that we can go towards healing in order to bring you into right alignment with what it is that you want. All right, there are images of kind of beautiful branches on this card. It reminds me very much of kind of like when you lay on the grass and you look up through a canopy of a tree and you see the leaves and the branches and then little bits and pieces of blue sky in between on a lovely day. So that may resonate with you. Now I've got my letter tiles. I just want to say that Labradorite may be a sign for you as well if it turns up in your daily life, or if it's a significant stone for you as well. Right, so I've got my letter tiles. I'm going to draw out a few letters for you to see if they resonate. Yeah, they're so difficult to, they're a bit tricky to pick up. We have the letter F. We have a G. We have an A. W. N. And one more, I think. And another A. So A is very significant because it's turned up twice, okay? So F, W, G, A, and N. So they may be significant to you in the situation that may resonate. All right, those are all the signs and symbols, the advice from Spirit that you have towards your manifestation. I wish you every success and happiness on your journey towards manifesting it, you know, what it is that you most desire in this life, because I'm all for people, you know, coming into right alignment with what it is that they most desire, because when we have a world full of happy and fulfilled people, you know, it raises the vibration of the planet, things come into alignment, you know, and we just live in a happier, more beautiful world. So yes, so I hope this has been helpful. Let me know how it resonates in the comments and what it is that you are trying to manifest. I would be super interested to hear. Have an amazing week. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful collection of guided meditations and affirmations. I've written them all personally. I've written them from the heart. Our community is really loving them, and they're getting, you know, they're dissolving their blocks and seeing changes take place in their lives. So super powerful way. You don't need to be good at meditation to do them. It's just an opportunity to bathe in positivity and just, you know, nourish yourself a little bit. Okay, check those out if they resonate. They're all linked in the description box along with my books. But have an amazing week. I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is the reading for group number 3, and it's for everybody who picked the beautiful, is this going to focus? There it is, agate slice. I didn't even see the glitteriness of it, but it's very beautiful and unique piece. I really treasure it. So yes. All right, we're just looking at oracle cards today, looking for your signs and symbols that your manifestation is, you know, about to come to fruition for you, that you're about to see this manifest in your 3D reality. Remember, we're looking at a lot of future energy, so see how this unfolds. Some of it may resonate now, but, you know, let's just see what unfolds over the next lunar month, and if any of these signs show up for you. But whenever they do, that is a sign from Spirit that you're on the right path, or that there's something for you to take notice of, or just, you know, a little bit of encouragement in your journey, and it's a sign that your manifestation is coming in for you. Okay, so very exciting. So it's just oracle cards today, but we will take a look at those. Let me get comfy and see, you know, what your signs are. So opening your reading with this card, Communication is Key, from the Moonology deck. All my decks are linked in the description box if you ever see one that you like. We have the card, what does this say? Expectation, Storm Warning, beautiful, the Animal Spirit card, Dragon, the card Patience, we have the card Go the Distance. This is from the Wisdom Oracle deck. I'm sorry it's so shiny. Goodness. We have this lovely card with this beautiful watercolor image on it. It says, through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. And we have the card Self-Acceptance from the Wild Offering Oracle deck. All right. So let's see. So opening this reading, this is a new moon in Gemini. So a new moon is significant to you, you may want to do, that may be a sign for you if the new moon is around the time that you're watching this reading, either 3 days before or 3 days after this reading. That may be a sign for you. Or that is a sign for you. Gemini is represented here as well. So you may be a Gemini, or Gemini is significant to you in what it is that you're trying to manifest, or you may have Gemini represented in your chart. All right, but it says communication is key. So if what you are trying to manifest is anything to do with communication, to do with speaking your truth, to do with writing or blogging or podcasts or giving a speech, or, you know, if that's any sort of part of that journey towards your manifestation, right, to do with, you know, if it's to do with a particular job or career, or in sort of enabling communication, then that is indicated as a sign for you towards your manifestation. We have the card expectation. So this snake image is very powerful. So snake is a symbol. If you see a snake or the image of a snake, then that is a symbol, a sign from spirit that your manifestation is on the way, that it is imminent. All right. And also this beautiful red cloth behind. So if you see any kind of beautiful red silk cloth or satin, something very sumptuous and luxurious, right, then that is a symbol for you. Particularly, I've got this image of it kind of rippling in the wind or in the breeze, something like this, so kind of fluttering. So that is a sign for you from spirit as well. So red fabric, or a snake as well, particularly a coiled snake like this. That symbol is a message for you from spirit that your manifestation is on the way. So these are quite specific signs that we're getting for you today. So if that resonates with you, then you'll know that spirit is talking to you directly. We have the card Storm Warning. There you go. So this has got an image of lightning. All right, so lightning is a sign for you, either the image of lightning or lightning itself, also of a hurricane. All right, so like a twister or a hurricane, that is a symbol for you, that your manifestation is coming. And then also this card shows an image of kind of classical Greek or Roman architecture, like Doric columns. So that sort of ancient architecture, ancient Greece, ancient Rome, they are all symbols and signs for you that spirit is talking to you and letting you know that you're on the right path and that your manifestation is imminent. All right. Also, this is the card Storm Warning. If there is a storm, you know, over the next week or so, you know, something really powerful, you know, with thunder and lightning that come in for you, that you experience. Or if just storms are significant, you know, if something significant in your life happened during a storm, then this is a sign from spirit that your manifestation is, you know, is about to happen, that you're on the right path. All right. Also, just this image of being able to overcome difficulties. So if on your journey towards what it is that you're manifesting, you experience some difficulties and you're just thinking, I want to give up, or this isn't working, right? Spirit is really saying, you know, you can expect this. And what I'm sensing is that it is to do with clearing away old energies so that you are able to come into right alignment. So it's like a clearing away of a block, and that may feel painful. It may feel messy. It may look like your manifestation isn't happening and you're getting further away from it instead of coming closer. But spirit is saying, trust in the process, because this is like a tower moment, like the tower energy in the tarot, of clearing away what is no longer serving you in order to create space. So you have the storm, and then you have the calm after the storm, and you have an intense storm at night, and then you wake up and everything is crystalline and sparkling and sunny and beautiful. That's the sort of energy that I'm picking up on. So the darkest hour comes just before the dawn is what I'm hearing. All right, pretty powerful. Okay, we have the ant. I felt a little bit emotional, like a little bit teary. we have the animal spirit card, dragon images, or an actual dragon, or dragons in your dreams are all a sign that spirit is trying to connect with you, to guide you on your journey towards your manifestation. We have this powerful eye image on here. This is like a symbol of completion, and I feel like this eye is watching over you. So I'm getting this sense that you are being watched over by your angels and guides, and by this omnipotent presence who is with you to support you. So if you feel like you're alone, or you're having to do things alone, or people don't really understand you, right? If that resonates with you, or don't understand what it is that you're trying to do, or don't understand your vision, Spirit is really saying stand solidly in your truth of what it is that you're doing, and people will be able to see, you know, people will come to support you eventually. It may not happen straight away, but you are always divinely supported and guided on this journey as you go forwards. Okay, this is a card of wisdom, but I'm just getting this really strong sense that even though maybe you're misunderstood, or that other people maybe don't believe in manifestation, or maybe try and undermine you and tell you that it isn't possible, I'm just getting this sense of just be centered and grounded. Believe in yourself, okay? Because you are supported with this. You've got like this army behind you in the energetic and spiritual world who are supporting you as you do this. So even if you don't have any support in the in your physical 3D reality, or not as much as you like, you are supported in this, and you are being watched over. And I'm hearing about your intuition. Your intuition is your friend, is what I'm hearing. So every step of the journey, if you can learn to honor your intuition and listen to that gut instinct and to trust yourself, and you can do this, then those signs, spirits is talking to you through your intuition and guiding you closer step by step towards your manifestation in this way. I'll just have some water. Okay, this is super interesting. So we have the card patience, and we have the card go the distance. So spirit is really saying don't give up on manifesting it. If you've been feeling like it isn't working, it's not happening, I'm getting chills with this. Spirit is saying don't give up on what it is that you want to manifest, because it's, you know, go the distance, be patient with it, and it will come to you. You know, and there may be a little bit of divine timing involved in this, that you need to, that when you manifest this, you'll understand why it didn't come to you a little bit sooner, maybe because you didn't have the spiritual understanding, or you didn't have the wisdom. But I feel like it's taking longer than you would like. Don't get involved in that energy of impatience, because it just creates resistance, is what I'm hearing. Okay, and then there is the image of a turtle on this. So turtles are a sign from spirit about your manifestation, and also the flower symbols of echinacea, all right, and poppy seed heads. So very specific message, you know, signs for you: echinacea and poppy seed heads, both represented on here, along with turtles, and ferns as well. So any of those symbols are signs that spirit is talking to you about your manifestation. And on this card we have the image of a cheetah. So cheetahs represented as a sign for you, and also just big cats in general, tigers, lions, panthers, all of this sort of thing, leopards, right? All a sign from spirit. Spirit is talking to you about your manifestation. Really powerful. Also the image of stars and the desert. Okay, so as signs for you. All right, So we have the number 47, that may be significant to you, which breaks down to an 11, which breaks down to a 2. So those numbers may resonate with you. We also have on this storm warning card that we were talking about earlier, we have the number 10, which breaks down to a 1. So those numbers may resonate with you as well. 10, the number of completion. Which is a positive sign for you. But with this, it's like there's a turtle and then a cheetah, but I'm being reminded of the fable of the tortoise and the hare. All right, slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady is what gets you to your manifestation. Okay. But there's the image of a finish line here as well. So this cheetah is racing towards the finish line. Or racing over the finish line. So that is a sign from Spirit that you will be able to manifest this, that this will come into manifestation for you. All right. On this beautiful card, we have, it says, through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. So it may be that you need to slow down a little bit, take your time, maybe get into meditation, even if it's just like 3 minutes a day, just to get centered in yourself, to get grounded and to reset your intention about what it is that you are trying to manifest in your life. Okay. We have the card self-acceptance. Butterfly imagery represented on here, and wildflower, meadow flowers and daisies as well, all represented on this card. So they are all signs from you that Spirit is ushering in your manifestation. Self-acceptance, it says, nothing is more exhausting than endlessly working on yourself. When you offer your whole being fully to love, self-acceptance arises spontaneously. All right, so it's just a little message from Spirit, maybe to accept where you're at, to accept, that you're okay. All right, you're just okay as you are. Whatever it is, you don't need to fix yourself or change anything or earn this. You don't need to earn your manifestation. Okay, you don't need to be perfect for this manifestation to happen. So if you've got any limiting beliefs like that, you can let those go, because they are acting as a block to you manifesting this. You don't need to be perfect. You can accept yourself. You are imperfect and yet perfectly acceptable. All right. So if that has been a struggle for you, self-acceptance, then Spirit is really saying this is a block to what it is that you're manifesting, and maybe just to rest and be peaceful within yourself and know that you are enough. All right. I'm going to pick some letters. I've got some letter tiles today. So I'm going to pick out some letters to see if they resonate with you. We have the letter A. They're so fiddly, these little tiles to pick up. We have the letter T. We have the letter H. O. What's this one? An N. And a C. Okay, so that is A, T, H, N, O and C. So those letters may be significant to you as well. That may resonate with you. All right. So that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful time and energy with me. It's been my honor to read your cards as always. Thank you so much. Let me know what it is that you are trying to manifest down in the comments. I would love to connect with you there. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful collection of guided meditations and affirmations. I've written them all from the heart, for our community, and people in our family have been getting amazing results with dissolving their blocks and raising their their vibration. So they are all linked below this video, and you can find out more about me and find out about my books and everything that I offer on my website, which is linked below as well. All right, but have an amazing week. I'm sending you lots of love and wishing you every success and happiness in bringing your manifestation into you. And I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. Everyone who picked group number 4. This is for everybody who picked the beautiful rose quartz crystal. Such loving energy from this. If you are trying to manifest some sort of love into your life, then that may be why you've been drawn to the rose quartz, or it may just be significant to you. All right, okay, so let's take a look. We're just doing oracle cards today, no tarot today, just oracle cards, but we're going to take a look and see what signs and symbols there are for you on your journey towards your manifestation. All right, so we have this card, it's time to release negativity, from the Moonology deck. All my decks are linked in the description box because I often get questions about where my cards come from. We have the card Feminine. Also, do check out my playlists as well, because I get a lot of questions about, can you do this, can you do that? Most of my readings are timeless, so you may find something that you resonate with there. We have the card 7th Chakra. I think that's from the Energy Oracle deck. We have the card Lamb, the animal spirit Lamb. The Weaver. Beautiful imagery on that card. We have the card Chop Wood. We have My Vibes Speak Louder Than My Words. And we have the card Love from the Wild Offering Oracle deck. All right then, so we've got some really strong signs here about your manifestation. Remember, these may resonate with you already, directly in this reading, which is really powerful, but just see how things unfold over the next lunar month. And if these signs show up for you, then it's a message from Spirit that your manifestation is going to come into reality for you, and that you're on the right path, you're getting into energetic alignment with your desire. Okay, so this Moonology card is a full moon in Scorpio. So the full moon will be significant to you. If the full moon falls either 3 days before or 3 days after when you are watching this timeless reading, then take that as a strong sign from Spirit that your manifestation is coming. Also, if you are a Scorpio or you have a lot of Scorpio in your chart, or that resonates with you, then that may be significant. It says it's time to release negativity. So there's some sort of poison here. There's some sort of negativity which is poisoning your vibration and stopping your manifestation from coming in, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. This may resonate with you straight away. You may know exactly what it is, but there's something in you. I feel like the negativity is really like a limiting belief. Okay, so you're just like, maybe it's just like, I want this but it will never happen, or I want this and it's too difficult, or something like this. So there's some sort of limiting belief which is holding you back that you need to let go of. So Spirit is really saying maybe you want to explore this through meditation or through journaling to discover what that limiting belief is and let that go. So we have the beautiful card Feminine with this amazing imagery on here. So a crescent moon is significant to you. The image of a crescent moon is a sign for you. We've also got a mandala represented here, so that may be significant to you if you see mandala. And snakes. There are actually 2 snakes here. So snake imagery, but if you see 2 snakes represented in the same image, or 2 snakes together, or 2 snakes in the same day, or just snakes really resonate with you, or they're your spirit animal, or you keep them as pets even, then this is definitely a sign from Spirit that your manifestation will unfold, will come to you, that you're in alignment with it. So this feminine is the yin energy. It's about the energy of receiving. So I'll take this as a sign about sort of receiving your manifestation, that you will be able to receive it, but also part of being able to manifest is being able to feel worthy, right? To accept our good, to accept what it is that we most desire, and to feel worthy of it. Because so many of us want things, but if we feel unworthy of the money or the car or the lifestyle or the relationship, right? Then it's impossible for Spirit to bring it to us. So this is just a little reminder from Spirit about kind of knowing your worth, knowing your value, knowing that you're worthy of this, you know, whatever it is that you are trying to bring into your life. All right. So we have this card, 7th chakra. Now this is Archangel Uriel. So that may be significant to you. You may want to call on Archangel Uriel, you know, if you really connect with angelic energy, or find out more about Archangel Uriel, you know, to see if it resonates with you in your situation, or if that angel is mentioned in passing, or you read about Archangel Uriel in a book or something like this. It just kind of comes up. That is definitely indicated here. So the image of a crown, like royalty, is going to be a symbol for you that your manifestation is on the way, along with wings. So it could be the wings of birds of prey, or birds' wings, or angels' wings. So any sort of wing, you know, images of wings will be a sign for you from Spirit. Now the girl in this image is holding a really old-fashioned leather-bound book. Okay, so any sort of, I'm hearing the word grimoire, like from witches or the Wiccan tradition, but also just any kind of old books, old secondhand books, any kind of oldie worldy things, kind of dusty old books or libraries, something like this, is represented as a symbol. But also I feel very strongly that if there's like, okay, I'm getting a couple of messages. If I'm sensing that you may need to read something in order to expand your awareness, in order to help you manifest what it is that you desire. So if there's been a book on your reading list, or in your Amazon wish list, or something like this, where you've been thinking, oh yeah, I really should find out more about this, or you've been meaning to do it for a long time, to learn more about it, maybe to go on a course, or just to learn something, or to read something, then this is strongly indicated here. It's also indicated, you know, writing. If you are writing a book or an article, or want to be a writer or a journalist, and that is your vision, that's what you want to manifest, and that is indicated here very powerfully as well. Now the girl in this image is wearing kind of like medieval dress, like a kind of corset, quite a fancy corset. So it's kind of, it reminds me of sort of King Arthur and Merlin, if that resonates with you. But any sort of old-fashioned dress, maybe you resonate with kind of seeing someone in fancy dress, or kind of corsetry, something like this is represented as a sign. So these are very specific signs that are coming up for you, that Spirit is talking to you. Now we have the image of a lamb here, so you may see a lamb as a sign for you. Now the lamb in this deck represents a messenger. So Spirit is really saying that a message is coming in for you. If that's what you're hoping to manifest, if you're hoping to manifest a message or an answer, or to get some news, or to hear from somebody, then this is a strong sign that that will happen for you, that you will manifest that. But also I'm just getting this sense of a message coming in for you from Spirit. It may come in the form of a person, or it may come from a book, or from the lyric of a song, but something that resonates with you really strongly, and it's a message from Spirit that's going to help you towards your manifestation, and will be a sign that your manifestation is coming, that your manifestation is imminent, infinite, I nearly said, beautiful. Also, you may be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That is represented here as well. Now we have the card, the Weaver. So, God, so much powerful information I'm getting today. So, a spider's web is a sign for you from Spirit that what you want, what you are manifesting is coming into fruition for you, all right? Also this weaving image, so anything to do with crochet, to do with weaving, to do with fabric, right? To do with sewing, any of these things, you know, if they resonate with you, if it's something that you're into, if that is something to do with your manifestation, that is all indicated as well. And also this sword symbol. So there's a sword symbol straight through the center of this card as an image. So a sword is very much like the Ace of Swords in the tarot, that inspiration, you know, using logic, being clear-sighted, but the sword as an image is a sign from Spirit to do with your manifestation, okay? This is interesting. We have the card Chop Wood. Such an interesting card to come up with. Now this has got, there's an image of stars on this card, so stars are a sign for you. Also in the center of this card is a broom, so any sort of broomstick or broom or old-fashioned broom is a sign for you from Spirit. And also it's got these open doors, so this is like doors opening for you. Doors are gonna open for you. All right, whatever it is that you're manifesting, the door is wide open. So perhaps it's a door that you've been knocking on, it's been closed to you in the past, but now the door is opening for you. And the image on this are like doors of like an old church or cathedral or an old building, you know, quite medieval. You know, again, this theme of things being medieval, like we were talking about medieval dress earlier. And now medieval architecture, so any sort of medieval architecture or something that's older, all these arched doorways, like an old arched doorway, particularly if that door is open. If you see that, or that is resonating with you, significant to you, that is a sign from Spirit. Now this card Chop Wood is all about preparation, so preparing for your manifestation to come in. Are you ready for it? This is what Spirit is saying. Are you ready to manifest this? You know, I feel also that there is an element of that the universe really loves practical demonstrations, right? That you are ready, that you want to manifest things. So even when there is no sign of it in your reality, then you can make a demonstration and show the universe that you are ready. So say you wanted to move to a particular place. I'm getting like an image of a beach. So you want to move to from the city to the coast, right? So maybe you might buy a surfboard, even though you live in New York and you don't need one right now. Or you know, you might buy a bikini, or just, you know, something to do with that lifestyle that you want to embody, right? That you want to be living. So even though there's no sign of that now and you don't know how it could possibly happen, you're just like, this is how I want to spend my life. So I'm going to prepare the way, and I'm going to show the universe that I am prepared to do this by investing and making a practical demonstration. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you in your situation. Also, anything, you know, this is about wood, this is about building things, it's about preparation, but anything to do with carpentry or cabinet making, or yeah, anything to do with that, that is a sign for you, but also it may resonate with you as well, to do with, you know, your own life. So that is indicated here, just wood in general, making things from wood and being practical. This is a card 42, which breaks down to a 6. Those numbers may be significant to you. And this is a card 41 that we talked about earlier, which breaks down to a 5, the number of change. So those numbers may be significant to you. We've got a 41 and a 42, so side by side, and a progression as well. represented here. We have my vibes speak louder than my words. This is the most important thing, is your own vibration. All right, this is why it's called the law of attraction. It's not called the law of chasing or the law of really, really wanting something. It's called the law of attraction because we make ourselves a magnet to what it is that we desire, and then what we desire comes to us, and it is natural. All right, so Spirit is really saying, you know, what can you do to dissolve your blocks? What can you do to release negativity, like we were talking about at the beginning? What can you do to raise your vibration? And when you raise your vibration towards joy, towards love, towards trust and peace, then you will effortlessly draw all good things to you, including what it is that you want to manifest. All right? And we have the beautiful card, love. So hearts are represented on here as a sign, and also poppies, like Californian poppies, the orange ones, and red poppies. So either kind of poppy, either of those kind of poppies, and lily of the valley as well is a sign for you. All right, but if you are looking to attract love into your life, to manifest love, to manifest union, to manifest a reconciliation, this is all a strong sign from Spirit that is coming in for you in your situation. All right, you know, this is a powerful message about relationships in general. It could be romantic relationships, or it could be family or friendship. All right. Okay, it says it's not about finding love, you are love itself. This is what I always say, you do not need to look for love when you become love. Again, it's about your own inner world, your own inner experience and your own vibration, because like attracts like. And when you become love, when you become more loving, then you attract more love to you. So if your manifestation is to do with love and relationships, this is definitely for you. But otherwise, it's just to do with raising your vibration, to get into that loving energy of knowing that good things are coming to you, to raise your vibration and to kind of just trust in love, because all there really is love and fear. And in any given moment, we always have a choice between love and fear. So Spirit is saying, choose love. All right. I'm going to pick some letters for you. I've got some letter tiles here in my dish. I'm going to draw out some letter tiles for you. We have the letter G. We have a Y. We have an L. An O. An A, another L, so L very significant in this reading to you. Remember, you may get one sign or you may get many signs, it doesn't really matter, and a C. All right, so that may resonate with you. Okay, that is everything that I have for you in this reading today. It has been my honor to share this time and energy with me, with you all, and to read your cards for you. I've just loved it so much. This is such a high vibrational reading. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful collection of guided meditations and affirmations. I've written them from the heart. People in our community are loving them, so helping them to dissolve their blocks and raise their vibration. And also, you don't need to be good at meditation if you're a bit scared about that. It's just an opportunity to bathe in positivity. All right, check those out, only if it resonates, of course, but otherwise I'm wishing you every success and happiness with your manifestation, because, you know, when people manifest their heart's desire into their life, then, you know, they become happier, and then, you know, it raises the vibration of the planet. We need a planet of happy people, don't we? So yes, but have an amazing week. I'm sending you lots of love in your situation, and I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye bye.